Residents in the SST informal settlement of Khayelitsha are concerned about the sinkholes in the area. According to community leaders, this is due to soil erosion that started in 2017. 3 shacks are currently in danger as a sinkhole continues to grow beneath them. Let's get the latest now from Newzroom Afrika's reporter Nasiphi Same, who joins us now live from that area. Nasiphi, thank you. What kind of danger are these sinkholes posing for the community there?
Well, from what we saw earlier on is that the houses are literally hanging at a balance, a sinkhole right underneath their homes, and not knowing how big the hole is and for how long they have inside their homes is what the danger really is according to the residents. But to talk to us about how this hole actually got here, I'm joined by a resident who is one of the homeowners and will take you inside shortly. Uthulisa, Sisi, thank you so much for your lakho. Kokusichazele uthi ngolwesibini nivuke kukho umngxuma emva kwendlu omncinci kodwa.
Ewe ngolwesibini sivuke kukhona umngxuma omncinci emva kwendlu, but ke ngoku eleke amalanga ehamba uya ngovuleka kakhulu umngxunya and ke ngoku ne-sound enukayo ye-drain ngaphakathi.
How did you know that there was this hole? Was there sound that you heard? What happened?
Le sound lena ungatshona nanini na xa unobeka inyawo because lo mngxunya mkhulu apha ngaphakathi, so ezinye izinto sizikhuphile sihleli nento ezincinci ngaphakathi.
And then ufuna uceba nabantu be-City of Cape Town benze ntoni seeing that nihleli kanje ifurniture yenu niyikhuphile nihleli ebungciphekweni?
Mna bendicinga uceba asuse nje at all kule ndawo because akho nto inolunga. Ezi drain sihleli phezu kwazo zi-too much. And imingxunya yakhona inzulu kakhulu, bungatshona awunokwazi uphinde ukwazi uphuma ngaphakathi.
Ubuqala ngova uba kukho imingxuma apha because sivile ku-community leaders uba ayingomngxuma wokuqala lona, le nto yaqala ngo-2017.
Ewe kudala isenzeka le nto idrain, mane sithiwa siyasusa side isuse simane simakhelwa indlu uba iyahamba ingade ihambe iyobekwa kuloo ndawo, nako kuthiwa sisakhangelelwa indawo ke ngoku esayobekwa kuyo.
We'll just take you inside the home and just show you what Uthulisa is actually talking about, this particular hole. And she does say that when you do go inside this home, you are greeted by a pungent smell. And they're saying that it is a storm water drain. This is where her bedroom was, and they have indeed removed their furniture from here. As you can see, that hole that my colleague is showing you. And they were saying that they were greeted not only by the pungent smell, but they were also woken up by this water that is making a noise. And they did also indicate that there's been a number of times that they've been told that they will be relocated here due to the fact that this is not the first time that that sinkhole has happened, and that previously there was someone that actually fell into the stormwater drain. But to talk to us more in regards to possibly what more steps the residents can take in this situation, I'm joined by Kido, who's the chairperson of the Khayelitsha Development Forum. So thank you so much for your time. But where to from here for these residents who are indicating that they are waiting for authorities to relocate them to more suitable land?
Thank you so much, Nasiphi, and good afternoon to Newzroom's viewers. Look, the first steps is to attend really to the urgency that affects these people. A part of the things that can be done, I think, is to negotiate amongst residents to find what they normally call the Bekela type of approach in the available spaces around here. But what is glaringly disappointing is the fact that even when the closest or the nearest to the people level of government touched with the people, they still leave them in the same situation. Then the question that begs to be asked, who does this City of Cape Town serve? Because they came, they left the people in the same situation. Now the question begs to be asked then as to what else can be done. The other thing that needs to be done, the community themselves. We must accept, Nasiphi, that we, the black people and African people in Cape Town, we are on our own. What could have happened now, as you speak right now, the first thing to do was to take these people to a municipal facility that they own, the municipality, till an interim intervention is found. But what is bizarre Government comes, leaves the people in the same situation. For us, for ourselves as a KDF, surely we will be in contact with the Office of the Public Protector to properly investigate this situation, because this house has got an ESCOM box, which then means it will have been certified by the municipality that ESCOM can install, meaning the municipality is responsible for this place. But the problem is, when a problem arises, the municipality runs with its tails between their legs. And we try as a KDF not to enter into a political expediency at the expense of these people here. We just talk to various other community leaders here to see whether cannot be an arrangement that can be made, even if the churches as well, to just house the few houses that are now hanging on these sinkholes, just to try and preserve lives. Really, these interventions try to preserve lives. We are not arrived yet at basic needs and basic services. We are just at saving lives at this point.
Saving lives. I'll just ask my colleague to show you that particular sinkhole again. As I mentioned, about 3-4 houses, or shacks rather, at SST informal settlement have been affected by this. That is the storm water drain that the residents were speaking about. Pungent smell coming out of there. And Diting is saying that they are, as the Khayelitsha Development Forum, looking at even approaching the public protector in a bid to save lives, as we do know that we are not sure how big this sinkhole is and how long the residents have in regards to when the sinkhole actually collapses. And earlier on, we spoke to a resident, Andrew, not too far from where we are, saying that just last year alone in June, he was one of the most affected residents, where a sinkhole near his home actually caused his house to cave in. And a year later, without any assistance, he decided to go back to where he was and rebuild his home, and paying people to reinforce the soil and the structure around his home. And basically one could say that it's possibly houses that occupied recently. And speaking to many of the residents here at SST informal settlement in town 2, phase 2, they were saying that they've been living here for over 20 years, some saying that they've been living here for 30 years, 3 decades, and this is not the first time this has happened. And the few people that had experienced this a few months ago, they were relocated elsewhere. However, the question there is that they weren't provided any basic services. So once they are moved, a number of residents are also raising the concern of, will they be provided those basic services? Unfortunately, we are not able to get a hold of the councillor who might have been able to give us an update in regards to this particular situation, where lives of people living in SST is literally hanging in a balance. And from what we understand is that they also don't know where to from here. However, some of the community leaders saying that they are looking at possible solutions in getting these residents out of their homes, because they cannot sleep here, not only because of the sinkhole, but the pungent smell that lingers in their homes due to the stormwater drain.
Let's hope the authorities will do something about it. Nasiphi Same, thank you for making time.